What's up, guys? 20.1 is here and we're ready for it. We wanted to make a quick video. Great thing about 20.1 is that it is fast. 20.1 is a workout for time, 10 rounds of 8 ground to overhead. Prescribed is 95 pounds for dudes, 65 for ladies, and then you have the scaled option at 65-45, and then bar facing burpees. Pretty much the same workout, no matter scaled, masters, RX, whatever it is, basically the same thing. So a lot of these tips can help everyone. The only difference is that the scaled and some of the masters options, you have the ability to step over the bar rather than jump over the bar. It's Texas, it's raining, so if you hear it, sorry. But hopefully this video won't take very long because the workout itself isn't too hard to explain. Now there's a bunch of videos probably already out, but I'm kind of the analytics guy. I wanted to see how long each thing would take because CrossFit kind of throws out there that ground to overhead option, which means that you could snatch or clean and jerk those 8 reps. And more people honestly are gonna feel more comfortable with clean and jerk. So I really wanted to test that out and kind of run through it a few times to see how much faster snatching was compared to clean and jerk. So of course I started out with the snatches. I wanted to see, I did it 2 or 3 times and I averaged about 19 seconds for the snatches. I wasn't trying to go super fast. I was thinking of what would be the pace that I would go in the workout, and it was 19 seconds. That's pretty fast. It's not super fast, but it's not slow. The clean and jerks I did with the same type of mindset, same type of pace. It took me 23 seconds. So it's really only a 4-second difference, and in total only 40 seconds for the whole workout. That's obviously not where your workout's won and lost. If you feel more comfortable doing a clean and jerk and you could cycle a bar well, then go with the clean and jerk. It's not gonna be too detrimental to your overall time, especially if you think you can control your heart rate better with that movement. One thing when cycling a barbell, and here at our gym lately we've been practicing it a lot, so hopefully you've been practicing it at yours, is where to touch your thighs on the way down and how to reset your body. A lot of the tip videos that I've seen have talked about having a wider stance and not jumping and all this other stuff. And honestly, that doesn't really matter to me. Maybe you save 1 second around, so that's a total of 10 seconds. That doesn't matter. To me, it's about where you're positioning yourself as you go down into your next rep. If you're able to bring the bar down and touch the top of your knee or like the bottom of your thigh area, that's gonna put you in a good position every single rep when you're touch and going these. If you watched the guys last night, Rich Froning and Scott Panchik, if you watch the video, little clips that I put in, you see there's almost a little hop that I have to reset, the same thing with these guys, that resets them in the right position. That means when they transfer energy, when they change direction, they're in a good position to do that. When you're cycling the barbell, do it. Find the good position for your feet, find the good position for you, but get your body over the bar, get those elbows over the bar fast. And if you're not hook gripping, you should be. You know I'm a stickler on it. There's a video on our YouTube page somewhere. Just type in Bayway CrossFit, tape, hook grip, something, and you'll get it. So the burpees are clearly where this workout's won or lost. There are 100 of them, and he put those in there to get the reaction of, ugh, I hate burpees, right? But it's something that we do pretty often, and I would think most CrossFit gyms, our CrossFit gym, we do them weekly. So everybody at least has an idea of how they can do them, what pace they can hold in the middle of the workout, and that's key because if you come out too hot because you're feeling fresh in those first rounds, you'll get smoked later on in the workout. Now I tested it twice. I did 10 burpees 2 different times because I was like, I'm not doing any more burpees than that. It took me 32 seconds and 33 seconds for the 2 attempts. That's a pretty good amount of time when you compare it to the snatching of the clean and jerk. That's 10 seconds longer to do the burpees, and they're a little slower, so a little more monotonous, so you can be in your head a lot more. That's about 5 minutes, 20 seconds, I think, ish for the entire workout. So the burpees aren't gonna take as long as you think, but they are the deciding factor of this workout. Because if you slow down just a little bit, 1 burpee could take 5 seconds. If you slow down on 2 burpees, next thing you know, you're at 42 seconds. Slow down on half the burpees, you're over a minute on that round, and you've pushed yourself even further into like the 7 or 8 minutes just for burpees. So the workout is won or lost on the burpees, so that's why I say go with what's comfortable on the barbell. If you're more comfortable with clean and jerking, it doesn't matter, 4 seconds doesn't matter, but a burpee, 1 burpee could turn very quickly into a 5 or 7 second rep, and that could be the difference between 2 or 3 more minutes in the workout. Transitions, there's 20 of them, right? So each one has to be fast, and transitions is something that I think for myself helps me out in workouts, because I know that I'm gonna finish this rep and I'm gonna be into the next movement right away. And a lot of times that can help you start to pull away from your competition, especially if you're in a Friday Night Lights type atmosphere. If you're always moving to the next movement faster and they're always having to catch up, you can really make people push themselves out of their own capacity. So transitions are quick. Whenever you drop the bar, make sure you settle it on the ground, and then from that settling, you fall down into your burpee. Right? Whenever you're done with your last burpee, you turn around, have your bar marked, mark your bar where you want to grab it, and then you just reach down, grab, and knock that first rep out. Yeah, the first rep may not be the prettiest thing, but you got to get it going. And once you get the bar off the ground, it's a lot easier to hold on to it. If you're sitting there looking at the bar, contemplating life, you're not going to move very fast. If you're laying on the ground resting, you're not going to move very fast. So make sure that after every set is finished, you're quickly moving into the next movement. That could mean a lot. I think I averaged between 3 to 5 seconds whenever I was testing these. That means you're going to spend at least a minute, 20, minute and a half on these transitions, and that's a lot of time. If you add it to the 5.5 of just for burpees, that doesn't leave you a whole lot of time to do 80 snatches. So make sure that we're making those transitions very, 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 very fast. Okay, here are my final 7 tips that I promise you, if you do them, it will help you in your workout. Number 1 is probably the most important: pace. Don't come out of the gate too hot. Go slower than whatever you think you need to do, because later on in the workout, if you're going extra slow, you're not going to finish the workout. Each round needs to be done in about 90 seconds, so you need to make sure that you're pacing it out to at least get under that if you want to try to finish, or just know what you're capable of, stay in your lane, and try to finish the workout with as many reps as possible. Number 2 is kind of a triplet. Right? We have grip, stance, and cycle. So grip, I'm not only talking about using the hook grip, because that's important. If you can't hold on to the bar, you're not going to do very well. But grip as far as the width, I like to go a little bit narrow no matter which movement it is, if it's snatching or clean and jerking, just so that way I can hit a little bit lower on my thigh. I don't have to worry about trying to get it all the way to my hips. Stance-wise with the feet, be a little bit wider just so you don't have to worry about jumping your feet in and out. Now, if you are jumping your feet overly wide or overly long, you do have to bring your feet back underneath you before you can move on to the next rep. And then cycle-wise, I talked about it earlier, we want to bring that bar down, touch the top of our knees or the bottom of our thighs. We do that by bringing the elbows straight down and then turning on top of it. Like I said, you'll see the guys last night, Rich and Scott, they kind of had a little hop. If you watch me in the video, it's a little hop that gets me into the next one. That's something that you got to practice, spend a few minutes before you start the workout and give that a go. Tip number 3, use a movement that feels comfortable for you. Snatch or clean and jerk. If it's not comfortable, you're going to stress about it. If you're stressing about it, your heart rate's going to go up. If your heart rate's going to go up, you're going to go slower on burpees. And like I've said multiple times, burpees is where the workout is won or lost. So you want to make sure you go into each round of burpees with a controlled heart rate and feeling good. So snatch or clean and jerk, whatever feels good for you, go for it. Number 4 is gravity. A lot of times I see people doing burpees and they're going slow, and I understand that they're tired, but they're controlling themselves down, they're controlling themselves up. Don't do that. Plop down on the ground. Let gravity bring you down fast. Make sure your hands hit before your face, right? But kind of worm yourself down, letting gravity pull you down. That is huge. Doesn't matter how slow it takes you to get up. If you're getting to the ground fast every time, that's 50% of the movement that you are moving fast. Let gravity pull you down. Number 5, on the burpees, step up. Stepping up is huge. It is a skill. You would think that it's just something people do when they're tired, but no, it's a skill. The reason it's a skill is because people can move just as fast stepping up as they can popping and jumping. When I tested it earlier, the time difference was very, very, very minimal, like 2 or 3 seconds. But stepping up allows me to control my heart rate. And again, on 100 burpees, it doesn't matter how fast the first 20 or 30 is, it matters how fast the last 20 or 30 are. So if you're stepping up, you can control yourself a lot better. You can control your heart rate, which means later on in the workout, you're gonna do a lot better. Step number 6. Step number 6 is limiting the number of steps that you take and doing quarter turns on the burpees. So if we're popping up and shuffling our feet, if we're stepping up and shuffling our feet before every single rep, you're wasting time. Step up, make sure you take the minimum number of steps that you need, step up close enough to the bar, jump and turn. Now, if you're doing step ups, you can do a little quarter turn and jump off both feet. The rules only say you have to jump off both feet. I didn't actually say how you need to land. So because of that, you can do another quarter turn in the air, turning perpendicular to the bar. When you turn in the air with a quarter turn, you're gonna land with a little bit of a stagger feet, but that's okay because the rules allow it. So do 2 quarter turns, get yourself perpendicular while taking minimum number of steps. That will help you with your burpee time or how long it takes you to do the burpees. Number 7 is transitions. Remember, there's a 1:20 minimum of transitions. If you go slow in picking the bar up or hitting the deck on your first burpee, you're gonna waste time, and you need every second that you can, because most of us are not finishing this workout. Limit the time it takes you on transitions and your workout will be faster. Those are my 7 tips to help you get the best workout that you can, the best time that you can in this, or the number of reps that you can in this. Go watch my whole YouTube video if you didn't just watch it here. That way you could see all the little technique things I showed, my little timing on how long it takes burpees or snatches or clean and jerks, so you can get the full thing of this. Go out, use these, get the best you can, and let me know how you do on 20.1. Good luck.